Many of you took the first step. You bought a little Bitcoin, you bought a little Ethereum, but you've left it sitting in the exchange. And I know for a lot of people who were interested in getting started, I always would say, hey, don't worry about it. Don't overthink it. Just you buy a little for now. You'll worry about proper storage later. Well, I'm making this video because I think it's time to think about proper storage. It is now later. And one of the reasons I wanted to make the video right now is because, for example, on Ethereum, I think there's a cool airdrop coming. Meaning you will get some free tokens that might have some good value, and you're going to get them for free if you take the time now and get your coins off of the exchange and move them on the blockchain. Now, you know, if you're a trader and you're shuffling your coins around every day, that's not for me. I don't agree with that whole thing. And then this video may be not for you. But if you're a hodler like me, and you just, you know, I believe Ethereum, Bitcoin is stellar. I'm holding it, I'm hoping I'm right, and I'm holding it for 5 years. I don't want to leave it sitting in exchange for 5 years. I'm hold it myself. I control my own private keys and hold it directly on the blockchain. And not only, I'm going to get into also, you know, the security reasons for that, but you can earn extra coins from that. Now, you know, with Stellar, you can earn inflation. You can earn an extra 1% a year in more coins. Bitcoin has had airdrops and forks. And Ethereum, too, has these airdrops where you just get, you know, someone's creating a new cryptocurrency. So they say, hey, you know what? Everyone who owns Ethereum, we're going to give you a few. And I see in my Ethereum wallet, I got a new token every few weeks. Just one appears there. Most of them aren't worth much. Probably won't amount to anything, but it's nice. But I do think, so there's a new one coming shortly. First, I want to talk to you about what this is, maybe motivate you to make now the time where you're going to take that step and start holding your tokens on the blockchain instead of leaving it in the exchange, instead of leaving it in Coinbase. First, let me motivate you a little with this Cosmos airdrop. Cosmos is a new project that looks pretty cool. It's sort of a consensus, proof of stake consensus algorithm that will power many different blockchains. It's sort of an easy build your own blockchain, or you can just take a blockchain, copy it, and make it your own, and then plug it into this consensus algorithm. Sounds cool. The founder, this guy Jay Kwan, seems really smart, seems to be sort of associating with, you know, the who's who, the Vitalik Buterin and Joseph Poon of Ethereum, who, you know, if it was a shitcoin or he was phony baloney, he wouldn't be on stage sitting next to those guys. So I think it's for real. This is the type of thing, I wouldn't go out and buy this Cosmos coin, and I don't even know how you could, but I'll take it for free, right? And you can get it for free if you own Ethereum and you're holding it on the blockchain. If you're leaving your Ethereum in Coinbase, you're not going to get this free token. Okay? And, you know, so when is it happening? We don't know yet. It's supposed to be, like, I've heard in June, people have been saying, or soon, this summer. They haven't said, but what they're going to do is they're going to announce it with a 2-week warning. So for those of you who the bulb just went up and said, oh, good, I can wait, because when I hear it, then I have 2 weeks. This is not something you want to rush. This is not something you want to leave to the last minute. This is, you know, this is work, right? This is not going to the beach. It's not a party. It's sitting in front of the computer and figuring out how to get a secret key on the blockchain. Like, it's not fun. Plan it out. Get it done now. And also, just see, I do believe when they announce this, by the way, they call it a hard spoon. You know, a fork is when you have the chain and it splits into two. And then you have coins on both. A spoon, so you have Ethereum, and now there's Cosmos is going to create a new one, and they're just going to take a snapshot of who owns what in Ethereum, and those same ownership distribution is going to be on Cosmos. And they're calling that a hard spoon. So anyways, when they announce it, it's possible, if not likely, that Ethereum is going to go up in price because people are like, oh, I want the hard spoon. Don't buy it after the announcement. These are the people who are followers, late to the game, you know, buying it in the last 2 weeks while the price is running up. Don't buy it then. If you're accumulating Ethereum, you know, and you're thinking, I don't know, you know, maybe then you want to buy a little now. But once they make that announcement, don't go and buy it, okay? Just be careful. what else do I want to tell you? The other reason to do it, besides getting the free tokens, is, you know, when you leave your money in an exchange, you are at risk. If that exchange experiences a large theft and loses its coins, you could lose, they're holding it. You don't have it, right? If they lose it, you lose it. If they go under for some reason, or if the government, you know, that exchange is under has an issue with cryptocurrency or something, and they close it down, it's possible that you could lose your coins. When you have your own coins in your own wallet, and you have your own private key, they can't be stolen. It can't be hacked. The only way it could be stolen is if someone gets your private key, right? Or you give it to them. I'll talk about that in a minute so that, you know, you don't get stupid with your private key. The idea here is that you're able to be in charge of your financial future, and it's more secure. As long as if you're completely unorganized, maybe this isn't for you, because if you lose your private key, I guess that's worth. You don't have to trust anybody, but you do have to trust yourself. So, you know, take a look in the mirror. So what else? Okay, so let's talk about how to do it. Now, I was thinking, oh God, this is going to be painful to make a whole video explaining step by step how to set up my Ether wallet. So for Ethereum, myetherwallet.com. Okay, I will put that in the description below. Make sure you got it right, because there's probably 40 domain name websites, My Ethers Wallet or myetherswallet.co or some other, all these domains that are trying to look like the right one, and they're just a scam trying to steal your money. Okay, so make sure that you're going to the right website. So myetherwallet.com is one that I know is good, that I use, is safe. There might be others, but you know, this is the one I know. And to learn how to do it, here's my suggestion. This is true for anything like this that is just a manual process. Go to YouTube and watch 5 videos with a title that's something like myetherwallet.com beginner tutorial setup. You know, some of those words. Find 5 videos that look decent. They're usually 3 to 5 minutes. So this is a half hour of research. And take notes. Remember which video, and you might say, hey, and when I do it, I'm going to go to minute 3 of this video, you know, and you know, take your notes, think about it, come up with a plan. And then what I usually do is then I do that, and then the next day in the morning, clear mind, I'm not going to be interrupted, I sit down and do it. This is one of those things, just put your head down and do it, okay? Like I said, this is not going to the beach. It's not fun, but this is securing your financial future. This is setting you up so you can receive free money from airdrops. Just do it, okay? So now, here's the other thing. As I said, with My Ether Wallet, you get your own private key. Now, a couple things with that. First is, so it depends how much money you have, right? If it's $1 million, you definitely want to get, there's a thing called Ledger Nano, okay? Which is basically a way to hide your private key. It's probably the safest way to hide your private key. But for a lot of you, maybe you don't have a ton of money. Plus, nobody even knows you're doing this. Like, you don't want to just think, oh, could a hacker possibly find my private key if it's in your computer? Yes, but I wouldn't think that way. I would think, is there any chance that any intelligent hacker is wasting his time with me, right? If you only have like $250 worth, and no one even knows you're doing this, like, who's gonna break in? And also, you can look at this. This is step 2. You did the first step. You left it in Coinbase, maybe, which has its risks, but it was fine for now. Now you move into step 2. Maybe this is a little safer, but it has its risks. But it's fine for step 3, step 2, and someday you'll do step 3, which is maybe more security on your private key. For now, again, I am urging, don't overthink it. Basically, you want to look at it as you want to get your own wallet directly on the blockchain through myetherwallet.com, and you don't want to be totally stupid with your private key. Like, that's the bar. Just don't be completely stupid. Don't be completely stupid. Don't print it out and put it on the wall. You know, don't make on your desktop Ethereum private key, you know, and it's listed right there. That's too easy. Okay? But if you just sort of hide it somewhere, you'll be fine, okay? So, you watch your 5 videos now, and then the same thing though, but if you're ready to move to the Ledger Nano, you know, the thing costs like $50, $50, $60 or something. So if you only have $100 worth of Ether, you don't need to get the private key, right? I mean, the Ledger Nano. But if you have more money, maybe you want to. Again, you could even do it with your... I used to have it. I just had a private key. Now I got a whole secure setup thing. I've been doing this for a while. I have a decent amount of money in there. But at the beginning, I just had a private key, honestly. I kept it on a spreadsheet that no one would know, and then I had it on a sheet in there, and it was hidden, and I didn't label it. It was good enough. And guess what? No one looked for it or found it. You know, now I'm more secure. But you can, you know, don't let perfection get in the way of success, as just Jeff Bezos once said. Don't let perfection make you not move. Got to keep moving, okay? And now is the time. You took the step 1, great. You have some coins. You've let them sit on the exchange. Now it's time for step 2. Let's keep moving, all right? So again, if you want to do the Ledger Nano thing, great. Same process. Go to YouTube, watch 5 videos that say Ledger Nano setup. You know, that'll give you the clue. Did I already say? Sorry, I'm redoing the video, so I don't remember what I already said. But the reason to watch 5 videos is if somebody's wrong, you're not going to see the same mistake in 5 videos. If one of the videos is a scam, you're not going to see the same scam in 5 videos. So watch 5 gives you a good sense of not only how to do it, but what's right. And usually one of the videos is like great, and like ends up being sort of the only one you reference. And sorry, like I said, I'm redoing the video. I don't know if I'm repeating myself, but take notes as you go through. I think I said that. Okay. Now the other part for doing this is one thing I like to do too is, you know, you just saw this video. Don't be like, oh, I'm just going to rush and do it now. Even a better idea is go to your calendar and say, when am I going to have time? Set up a day. Set up a morning. Set up 2 days if you know, the way I said to do it. 1 day research, 1 day actually do it. Have it planned out. You know, tell people, hey, don't bother me. You know, if you're married, you tell your significant other, listen, I don't want to be interrupted. I don't want to screw up all my money. I need peace for these 2 hours. Plan ahead, okay? So, I think that was it. And the other thing is I'm talking specifically about Ethereum right now because this airdrop is coming, and I think that's really cool. But the same advice is true for Bitcoin and for Stellar, the other 2 that I hodl. So if you have Bitcoin, you don't go to myetherwallet.com. That's only for Ethereum and all ERC20 tokens. Just go into the Ethereum, the MyEther wallet. Okay. Bitcoin, you could do Ledger Nano, and then you have an app. That's sort of how I do it. There's just an app on the computer that reads my Ledger Nano private key. So maybe that's more tricky. You don't have to do Bitcoin this minute. Remember, just do one at a time, too. Don't overwhelm yourself and do the perfection thing. You know, people just sometimes freeze up with the perfection goal. And then Stellar. You can also leave it directly on the blockchain with Stellar. You would go to the Stellar account viewer and, you know, set up your own wallet on Stellar. And with Stellar, I don't know if they're having airdrops, but you do get this inflation. So you get 1% per year more tokens if you set that up. So then you're on the blockchain, then you set up inflation. I have another video of that. So in the long run, you should do this with all your tokens. But right now, I'm just focused on trying to get you to, if you own some Ethereum, you're a long-term hodler, it's been sitting on the exchange, now is the time to move it to your own wallet so you are in control and you receive a little free money from all the airdrops that come. All right? Hope that helps. And let me know if you have any questions. I know this can be a little confusing. Let me know. Good luck. Thank you.